In this section, we will look at what should be tested and we will consider the domains of learning. Bloom's taxonomy was created in 1956 under the leadership of educational psychologist Dr. Benjamin Bloom. He segregated learning into three domains. The first domain was the cognitive domain, which dealt with mental skills, in effect knowledge. The second domain was the affective domain, which dealt with growth in feelings or in emotional areas. And the final domain is the psychomotor domain, which dealt with skills, either manual or physical. Here we will be considering the cognitive domain, which is applied most in education. The other domains we will have a chance to look at later in a literature review. Bloom created a taxonomy in 6 sections. And with this taxonomy, you must learn the lower skill before you go on to the high order skill. So in terms of Bloom's taxonomy, knowledge comes before comprehension, and comprehension comes before application. So you must know something before you can comprehend it, and you must comprehend something before you can apply it to another situation. Now this taxonomy was de rigueur for several decades until some of Bloom's students decided to reevaluate Bloom's taxonomy. And Anderson and Krathwohl in the 1990s came up with changes to the cognitive domain. And basically what they did was they changed the names in the 6 categories from noun to verb forms. They rearranged the categories as outlined in this chart. And also they created a process and levels of knowledge matrix. And here in front of you, you can see the revised cognitive domain, which is most in use in education today. Now, part of the rationale behind Bloom's taxonomy was to order thinking skills. So the bottom 3 of this taxonomy, remember, understand and apply, are seen as lower order cognitive skills, whereas the top 3, analyze, evaluate and create, are seen as higher order thinking skills. And really Bloom put this taxonomy together in order to outline the higher order skills and to bring them into education, to get away from the simple kind of remember, rote learning that is predominant in some educational systems or was in the past. Now, if we look at each section in turn, you will see that the lowest section, remember, hinges on the recall of facts or basic concepts. And here are some verbs which typically match this section. The next section to understand is the ability to explain ideas or concepts, and similarly here are some verbs which correlate with this. The highest of the lower order skills is the application, to apply, and this is the ability to use information you've learned and apply it to new situations. Now, entering the higher order skills, analyze. The ability to analyze is to recognize connections amongst ideas, and here are some verbs which can be attributed to this section. Moving on, to evaluate is to be able to justify a standpoint or a position, and similarly here are some verbs which correlate to this. And finally, the highest order skill is the ability to create or to produce new or original work, and again here are verbs which correlate with this concept.